Hey guys, my name is Shazane and welcome back to the Pregnancy Diaries. Today I'm on week 24. Sorry, I'm getting out of the camera for a second. I'm on week 24 and I mentioned in my last Pregnancy Diaries, which I believe was week 21, I mentioned that I was having a girl. So if you haven't gone and saw that Pregnancy Diaries yet, then surprise, I'm having a girl. But I think immediately following this video, I'm going to go ahead. I think I have a little bit of time. Yes, I do. I'm going to go ahead and film like a baby haul, like what I have for clothes for her right now, because I have so many clothes already, and I know a lot of my family has some that's still at their house. I know people are still buying me stuff, so instead of doing one enormous haul, I'm just gonna like kind of split it up as I get them. And I love baby clothes. I don't know if that will be interesting to you guys or not, so if you do want to see that or see more of that, please thumbs up this video so I know that you're interested. But I have a lot to talk about today, so 25 weeks pregnant. And also last video someone had asked me why I didn't do a belly shot, and I didn't even realize, because that video I actually had to do in 2 takes. I don't really remember why, whether it was like I got interrupted or something happened. I don't remember why, but I remember I had to do 2 takes, and the first take I actually did a belly shot, so in my head I must have just been like, I already did one, like I did a belly shot for this video, but I didn't. So really quick before we start the video, I'll stand up so you can see. Sorry, my yoga pants, that's all that fits me anymore, but that's my belly. That's my belly. That's my baby girl right there. She has been kicking me nonstop. Like, the first time I got an ultrasound, I found out that I was pregnant. I want to say about 6 weeks in, I started getting really, really sick. And it took me a while to get, because I didn't have health insurance or anything, and I don't have that kind of money to pay for those doctor visits myself, so it took me a couple weeks to get insurance. So by the time I got insurance and then went in for the doctor's appointment, I was 12 weeks, and it was so funny, because she was like this little tiny thing. Like, she wasn't like, I don't know, sometimes like you'll go in really early and it'll look like a Teddy Graham. She actually looked like, not like a baby, but like you could like see her features and everything. And she kept jumping around. She like had like basically fist pumping her hands, like kicking her legs. It was the cutest thing. And then my second ultrasound, she was doing the same thing. She kept moving. Obviously she was a little bit bigger. And then my third ultrasound, which I actually found out the gender at the hospital, she wasn't moving very much, because I don't know if it was because when we had gone in, we had to wake her up because she was sleeping and we're trying to figure out the gender, and she was like facing the opposite way with her legs closed, so we couldn't tell. So we had to wake her up, so I don't know if she was just kind of like drowsy or something, or if she was just getting uncomfortable with the enclosing space, but that doesn't bother her anymore. She's kicking me constantly now, day and night. It used to just be night. But it's awesome to feel, and the only people that have felt that is my mom, Mimi, that's what she wants to be called, and then my boyfriend TJ. So yeah, that was fun. I actually just got a finger prick done yesterday, and they had taken my blood I want to say back in March, and when I say I'm terrified of giving blood, like, I'm not exaggerating whatsoever. I get anxiety to the point of I like start like convulsing and I break out in hives really bad. And honest to God, if you're scared of giving blood, it really doesn't hurt. And I have it taken from the hand. Like, I refuse to have it from the arm. It's something I physically and emotionally can't handle. So I had found a lab in my town that will take it from the hand. So it was like the smallest pinch, like, it really did. I was just kind of like, and then, that was it. But I was so scared, so I was screaming, but it wasn't because of the pain, it was just because of the anxiety. So they took 6 vials, and I didn't feel a thing. Like, the lady was so good. Like, get somebody who's been doing it for a long time. The lady was so good. She was so sweet. I love her. I want to go back to her. I didn't feel when she removed the needle, and then she was like She's like, are you okay with seeing blood? Because I need you to check the names on each of these vials. And they took 6 of it, which was a lot of blood. Excuse me. And I'm okay with looking at blood. It's just needles that freak me out. So I just checked the name. And then, but like after the 6 vials, kind of like, okay, I'm kind of done looking at that. But she was really sweet. She was really patient with me. So they had sent, once she got that blood from me, she had to send the blood work to the hospital. So I found out that, now maybe I'm stupid, but I thought that the only blood types out there was like A, B, and O. That's what I was taught in school. Maybe there's more than this, but I found out there's an RH positive and an RH negative, and I'm an RH negative, which it's rare, but it's like as many people are left-handed, people are RH negative. So it's rare, but it's not like unheard of. But what that means is, of course, it would be because I'm terrified of needles and shots and all things doctors. Every time I get pregnant, I have to have 2 shots. It's called a Rogan shot, I believe, and I have to give more blood. Oh my gosh. So, what I heard is that I have to give blood again. I don't know how many vials this time, but I need to talk to the lab in my town, because you need to have blood taken and then the shot immediately following afterwards. You can't, like, I can't give blood at the lab and then go to the hospital an hour away and have the shot. I need it done all at the same time. So I need to talk to her and see if they do that. If not, there's this woman at the hospital, so stinking sweet. I love her to death. She's been so good to me. She's going to talk to the lab and explain, like, she's going to tell them, you know, this extreme amount of anxiety. Is there any way we can take it from the hand and give her the shot then? Shot, I'm honestly okay with. It's the giving blood part that raises my anxiety levels again. Even though I know it doesn't hurt bad. It's just like a mental thing, I guess. But we'll see. But I refuse to have it from the arm. I just can't do it. I've clarified this with people. So that's the situation. But to explain to you why I even need this shot, because I'm RH negative, is because I guess they don't know the baby's blood type right now. They can't get to it. They can only get to the mother's. So if I have a negative blood type, which means I have negative antibodies, and my baby has a positive blood type, which is more common, you know, AB, O, or RH positive, that my antibody, like if our blood was to ever like cross or whatever, my antibodies would attack her positive antibodies. So we really don't want that to happen. And I'm not sure, she had mentioned something about not having to worry about that for the first pregnancy, but if I was to get pregnant again, we would need, that's why we're taking precaution or something. Something like that. I don't know. Something about my antibodies being a bitch. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. That's just kind of updated doctor's visit. So I have to have like the blood and the shot done before May 28th, which is 2 days before my 21st birthday, which I'm so excited about. And then I think I have just like a regular checkup again, June 6th. And I was weighed yesterday, and when I first got pregnant, I was like 120. I've always fluctuated between 115 and 120. I think I was like 121, 122, something along the lines. I was weighed yesterday, and I'm up to 136. As you said, honestly, it's because of my boobs, hips, and thighs, and belly. She said that gets bigger, you know, whatever, that happens, but we were talking to the doctor at the hospital, because like I said, she's such a sweetheart. I love her to death. And I was explaining to her how busy this year is, and I'll explain to you guys why. I'll give you a timeline. This has to kind of do with the baby, but not everything. It's just kind of giving you like a quick update about what to expect from me for the next like 6 months, something like that. So, like I said, my birthday is coming up May 31st, and today is what, the May 8th? So, at the end of this month, I'm not sure what we're gonna do, TJ. I'm like, honestly, I'm not excited for it. I'm like, I'm 21, but all my plans on my 21st birthday are kind of out the window, which I've never been a big drinker to begin with, but I still wanted to go out to like a club and maybe have like a mixed drink or so and just have a good time. But now I'm a little too tired to do that and pregnant. so so he's like, well, why don't I just take you out to Boston? And I love Boston. He knows that. He wants to take me out to a nice restaurant and all that fun stuff. So, and then after I give birth a couple months later, me and one of my good friends, Michael, are turning, his birthday's actually on the 28th and mine's on the 31st, so he gets to celebrate before me. But then we're going to do something like big together once I can find Ella a babysitter and everything. So I'm already looking for babysitters. She's not even here yet. Like, I was asking my mom because if you guys have seen my like Victorian skull tutorial with all the rhinestones, if not, seriously, check that out. That took so stinking long and everybody loved it. So that became kind of a tradition for me. So Halloween, I was like, hey, anybody want to babysit? Because I want to go out to Salem, Massachusetts, and it's not a place for toddlers. There's a lot of teenagers drinking and just being stupid on Halloween, but it is a lot of fun to just go and look at all the people that are dressed up. So, but I'm getting way off track. So anyway, so my birthday, and then 4th of July, which I totally forgot about until me and my mom went to Hobby Lobby yesterday for the first time. We are in so much trouble. This store is incredible. If a store was to ever be made out of mine and my mom's personality, like that, it's Hobby Lobby. Like, I've never been, and I just kind of wanted to give them the deed to my house and take all the furniture and then have no place to put it once I give them the deed. But anyways, so it was incredible, and they had a bunch of like 4th of July stuff out. I was like, oh my god, what are we doing for 4th of July? And she's like, I'm not doing anything. I have too much to do. So, I don't know, maybe TJ's parents will have like a fire. I think they usually have something small every year. Maybe we'll just go to that. So 4th of July, and then we enter May, June. Wow, I totally just skipped a month. You know what? Nothing is going on in June, though. Yeah, okay, nothing's going on in June. So July 4th and then July 20th is my baby shower. I actually forget the time. I think it's like 6 to 9 on a Sunday, I believe. I don't know. They just gave me the date and the location, and I don't know anything else about it. So, okay, so that's July 20th, and then August 9th, I have a family reunion, which my family will come up from Puerto Rico, they'll come up from Florida, they'll come up from New York, and we just get together for one big day, and by then I'm going to be ready to pop, because my due date is, I almost said July, August 24th, so I might give birth, like, anywhere between, I want to say, August 17th through September, like, 5th, so yeah, that's fun. So the birth of my child will be coming out shortly after that. So I told my mom, because it's going to be so stinking hot. Like, New England sucks for hot weather, but in the summer, it's brutal. Like, it won't be hot at all, even in the springtime. And then the summer comes and it's like, bam, in your face. The sun is going to fry your ass. So I'm like, if you need me, I'll be in the kiddie pool, just like face down. Just soaking up the water, because I'm going to be so stinking hot and so big and so ready to pop. It's good. Oh my gosh. But then, okay, the birth of my child is a little more exciting than this. But then this. I am getting married. And as you see, there's no ring on my finger. TJ hasn't officially proposed. And I know that's going to sound weird, but let me clarify. We had been talking about getting married this year long before I got pregnant, so I don't want to hear, oh, you're just getting married because you got knocked up. Like, no. No, that is not the reason at all. Me and TJ have been friends for about 10 years, and I loved him from day one. Not necessarily like the way I love him now, but I always knew that he was a great person and someone that I wanted in my life. So we had 10 years prior to dating to really get to know each other. And then we've been dating for probably like a year and a half now. Yeah, just about a year and a half, like a year and 5 months, a year and a half. And so, obviously, I love him more than, you know, just like I'm so gassy, this child. You know, I love him like a husband. So we had been talking about getting married early on in our relationship, which would be kind of creepy if we had just met and started dating, but different scenario. So we're actually gonna get married this fall. And then I got pregnant, and we're like, well, what do we do now? Because if the baby's gonna be born in August, like, that's pretty much the beginning of the fall. The next month is August, October, October, and then September, and then it starts getting cold again. Like, do you want to wait until 2015? And originally I wanted to, and then he had mentioned the idea of like, well, why don't we just go to the town hall and just get married real quick, and then we'll wait for a big wedding. But my thing with that is I told him, I'm like, once I say I do once, like, I'm only planning on saying I do once in my life, and when I do say it, I'm only going to say it once. I don't want to technically be already married on my wedding day. You know, I'm like, just to me, it wouldn't really feel the same. So he agreed with that, but my parents said that they're going to help us pay, like, big time, like, pretty much take almost all the expenses out of the wedding. So I was like, you know what, let's just get married this year. We're having a baby. We can do this. And so we're planning a wedding, and my wedding date is October 12th, and I'm not 100% comfortable with telling people that I'm married yet. Besides you guys, I'm not married, a fiance yet, because I don't have a ring. And it's kind of like, I feel like if someone was to tell me that they just got engaged, like, I would immediately look for the ring, just not even realizing it, like, unconsciously. I'd just, like, go directly to the finger, and I just don't want to say, like, oh, you know, I'm having the ring sized, or I left it at home, you know, or whatever, because technically we don't have a ring. So I'd rather just not say anything. Like, my family knows I'm getting married, but, like, you know, like, customers that I'm friends with that come into work all the time and stuff, so. And I also have to go talk to my real father, because he doesn't know, so you guys know before my daddy. But me and him, we have our differences, so I'm still waiting for a proposal, so when that comes, I'll let you guys know. The thing is, I don't know if he's the type of person that would propose in public, or if it would just be me or him, so I'm starting to wear waterproof everything on my eyes until he does, because I'm the biggest baby, and me and my parents have been cracking up recently because we've been planning this wedding, and this is actually, oh my gosh, I almost dropped my mirror. That wouldn't have been good. This video is going to be super long, and I'm sorry. But we actually have, like, this binder, and we've been planning everything in here. And we have, like, the DJ booked, the caterer booked and everything, and I'm wondering if I should just save this for another video. If you guys want to see how I'm, like, organizing and planning my wedding, then thumbs up this video or leave it down below, because if I do this in this video, it's going to be way too stinking long, and I don't even know if you want to know that, so that's there in case you want to see it. But yeah, regardless, we are planning a wedding, so I have an extremely busy day ahead, a year ahead of me, but alright, I kind of stopped talking about the baby. Sorry, Ella. But anyways, I'm going to go, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Pregnancy Diaries. Again, this has been a long journey. I am tired of being pregnant. I'm ready for her to come out, but I have another 3 months. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!